Gabbard's now at maybe midfield, but he has to understand homelessness isn't about lack of affordable housing. It's about drug addicts that want to wander around and live in tents on the sidewalk. And so you can't coddle antisocial behavior. You can't subsidize antisocial behavior. You have to stigmatize it. You can't celebrate people with purple hair, with nose rings, 4 kids with 4 different men who are dressed like trash and make them out to be some sort of cutting edge heroes. You have to call them what they are.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet the new host taking Tucker Carlson's and Bill O'Reilly's former 8 p.m. time slot, Jesse Waters.
These are people that have failed in life and they're on their deathbed. And if we're not honest about it, we're never going to fix this problem.
Before I continue, my TYT publisher, Tyler the producer, and I called it. We had this one when Tux got fired. We knew Waters would peddle enough propaganda to promote himself to that prime time pedestal. And this is what you can expect from his new show.
Homeless tent cities where everyone's defecating and shooting fentanyl.
Well, in Florida,
I haven't seen him in Florida.
Show
me the video.
At Mar-a-Lago, maybe not. But if you go outside Mar-a-Lago.
I have not seen
Jesse,
on our air ever a homeless encampment where everyone's crazy on drugs in the state of Florida.
Odds are, if it has the 3rd highest homeless population in the country and it has good weather, that there are people living outside.
You're counting people in hammocks. You're not counting real homeless.
I will take this as an utter victory that he has gone to. These people are in hammocks.
It's an utter loss. I still have not seen a video of anyone homeless in Florida.
Well, someone in the control room, please find one because they're definitely out there. Because it has the 3rd highest.
Passed out 10 people on the beach as homeless. Temporarily unconscious.
Yes. I'm embarrassed for you.
He doesn't believe that Florida has the kind of homelessness seen in California because the company he works for, which has an incentive to not show footage of the struggles in Florida, a state ran by a Republican governor and a 2024 presidential hopeful, doesn't provide video clips of it. With that said, do I even have to fact check what Jesse is claiming? Well, it is what I do. So depending on your source and based on what metrics you use, Florida does or does not have more homelessness than Cali, whether it's per 1,000 residents or 100,000 residents. Of course, California has more homeless people total because the state has way more people in general. According to U.S. News, California has a higher rate of unsheltered homelessness than Florida, meaning they are sleeping on streets or in cars. However, Florida has a higher rate of sheltered homelessness than California. Also, in what Cal Matters is referring to as the biggest survey of homeless Californians in decades shows why so many are on the streets, the opening paragraph states, losing income is the #1 reason Californians end up homeless. And the vast majority of them say a subsidy of as little as $300 a month could have kept them off the streets. These people couldn't afford housing. Details such as these and this amount of nuance doesn't matter to Jesse Waters, especially when you can further marginalize an underserved community. That's not how he got to where he is. He wouldn't have gotten that coveted 8 p.m. time slot on Fox without it. That's what the audience wants. Expect more of it in order for Jesse to keep his job. Oh, and by the way, here's homeless encampments all over Florida. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene has a new boyfriend, and good for her. We all need to be loved and respected, including people who dress in drag, like MTG's new boyfriend. The link to that video is in the description below. My content can be found by clicking the Jeff Wiggins hashtag or visiting my YouTube channel called We Gonna Be Alright. And if you didn't know, my architect knows Japanese.